Hey y'all, it's your girl Lady Milah. Let me just share with you what's on my mind. I'm telling you, I have learned it the hardest way by not listening to what Spirit is saying when I need to go in another direction or I need to stay straight and stay focused. Some of these people out here are just not for you. They be mad and they be envious. Not all of them. I was listening to something the other day where it said 10% gonna rock with you. 80% are gonna be indifferent and could care whether or less. If it benefits them, it does. If it doesn't, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna get it somewhere else. They nonchalant, they don't care. And the other 10% are going to be envious or hating of you, and they're usually the closest people to you. They do shit like step over your boundaries but want to create their own. So you can't call them on their job and they getting belligerent and they getting upset, but they calling you on your job when they can't get you on your cell phone. They're coming up to your job when they can't get your attention. Now, I have been guilty of this. When I was in my feelings and I was all emotionally unstable and all over the place, and I wanted answers from this one particular gentleman who I felt did me wrong, I kept chasing after the answers when every time I would ask why, there would be no answer because they knew what they did and they don't want to admit to it, knowing that they were wrong. And I'm not saying that I didn't play my part in the relationship going sour if there was ever one, but one of the worst things that you could think a person is your friend, and then go into a romantic or a sexual situation with them, and it doesn't work itself out because sometimes you can't go back to being friends. The damage is already done. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, they'll disrespect your boundaries. Like, let's say if you used to be a junkie or an alcoholic, and that same old friend's coming around with a dope sack, or they'll go in there and buy the biggest, tallest bottle of alcohol or the strongest one, knowing you got to go to work that next day, and they come over on purpose just to do that. They're time wasters. They don't got no job to go to themselves. They want to get in your house, sleep in your bed, hell, even sleep on your couch, sleep on your floor if they have to, but they're gonna bring the bullshit with them. And sometimes it's your family, it's your close friends, it's toxic exes that you haven't quite let go yet. You're still working on that healing process. Those are the ones that do the bullshit. Those are the ones that come through with the 1-2. And sometimes it is hard to cut these people off. But I'm trying to tell you, if you're doing cord cutting, even if you don't cut the whole thing, if you're not strong enough to do it, if you snip it piece by piece by piece, eventually that cord will break. So don't be mad at yourself for not necessarily being strong enough to cut them off like immediately, but work on that, because if you don't, those people will ruin your life. Some of these folks are 40 and 50 and 60 years old, and they're not even making $20 an hour. And then they'll look at you and you're making X amount of dollars, however much that may be, especially if you're rising up to six figures or more. Oh, there are, woo! There are some haters out here, and it's always the closest ones to you. Smile in your face. Instead of saying thank you, they say more. The only reason why they come around is to see what they can get from you. Once they got it, you're no longer useful to them. They dispose of you until the next time that they need something else. It's a shame. People don't even call you to see if you're living, breathing, if you're doing okay. Hey, I'm just calling to check on you, make sure you're in a good space. A friend, hey, I'm just calling to check on you. I know that you was, having a mental health day, and I just want to make sure you're okay. You done help this person out on the light bill. You done help this person out paying their phone bill. You done help this person, do plenty of things that they at that time couldn't do for themselves, didn't see a way to do for themselves. And instead of saying thank you, they say more. No thank you at all. They come back and try to see how much more they can get from you. Toxic exes, coming up here, if you let them in your house, stealing your key off your keychain, secretly going to Walmart to make a key so they can get in your house whenever they feel like they want to. That's a boundary issue. Someone who thinks that you are a possession and not a person. That's the type of bullshit that you can go through when you're dealing with narcissism, toxic people, all that. People, your own parents will cross your boundaries. They feel like because they're your parents, they can continue to treat you or talk to you any kind of way, cross your boundaries, talk about you, tell you what to do, all while trying to tell you to respect them when they're not respecting you. I know plenty about that, and I have made mistakes of my own with my own child doing that because that's what I was taught. And for that, love, I'm sorry. But, we all growing through it, and me talking about it and teaching you about me and myself, the good I'm doing, the mistakes I have made, and putting the two together and making a balance of it is what life is all about. Perfection is in the imperfection. We have to walk with both yin and yang, light and dark. The point of telling the truth or speaking your truth is to make sure that you're not pointing the finger and try to make it look like it's everybody else's fault when some of the blame is on you. So take that responsibility and stand up and teach people how to walk in a different direction. If we come together as a community, we can be stronger for each other. A lot of times we are not strong because nobody cares about the next man. You got people sleeping on the street. You got people that make plenty of money and they come home and they're unhappy. They're unhappy. And y'all sending them evil eyes and negativity. Oh, I wish I had their money. If I had their money, I'd be happy. You don't know that. If you're not happy now, you ain't going to be happy with money. Money doesn't change happiness. Happiness is on the inside of you. Money is a resource to buy things. And if used wisely, it will grow and it will help you to grow a better quality of life. But money does not soothe the soul, the spirit, calm the mind. It doesn't do that. You could spend $300 on a spa day and still have a mind racing. You're thinking about what you're going to do next day, what you're going to cook when you get home, when you're supposed to be just relaxing and chilling. So money does not buy you peace. That's what people don't seem to understand. They're too busy jealous or envious of what you have instead of trying to figure out how to get it for themselves and thinking that the wrong things would put it in a different, put them in a different mood or a different way. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay? When I'm hungry, filet mignon and McDonald's taste the same. It just does. Because now my hunger has stopped. Would I prefer filet mignon? Most of the time, but sometimes I got a taste for a Wendy's burger. And both of them going to satisfy me. So what I'm saying is that on this journey that we're going to take together, because we all in this together, those that rock with me, and they truly are for me, I'm going to be truly for you. If we're going to give, it's going to be equal reciprocity, give and take. Don't look at me in my pocketbook and try to take from me, because you ain't going, you're not going to meet nothing but, you may meet the dragon, and you don't want to meet the dragon because she's in there. She's just asleep. And I won't do that from you. But if we're networking and we both can see possibilities and buildings together, there's nothing wrong with that, because again, it's that balance. Neither one of us is taking more from each other. If you can't do for me in the same way I could do for you at the time, or vice versa, as long as we come together and we still put effort and energy into there, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like the co-workers that need a ride. Okay, you need a ride. If I'm going that way, it doesn't inconvenience me, fine. But guess what? You need to be coughing up gas money, because you ain't going to get a ride and it be free. Equal. All right? So this is your girl. I done chatted up with y'all today. I hope everything is clear in your atmosphere. Stay focused. I send love and light. I receive love and light. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.